Hello and welcome to our day 1, hour 3 session. And in this session, we are now going to start working with Unreal. So to begin with, I'm going to start with a finished product. We had created an Unreal walkthrough of a dream studio that we had designed for our Satvik Infotech company. So to get this finished product, in your YouTube video description, so if you come and click here more, and if you move down, you have one Patreon link here, virtual film, you have this link here. Just click on this link. This link will take you to our Patreon page. And if you scroll down, you have all the attachment here and you take this fourth attachment which says satvik.office.zip. So just click on this and now this file will get downloaded into your system. This file is around 3.2 GB. Now you see that the file has been completely downloaded. I am now going to take this downloaded file, right click and cut it, and in your Unreal projects folder. That is in my machine, in my PC, D drive, in Unreal project. In our previous session, we had created our first Unreal project here. So I will come over here and I am going to paste this file. Once I paste it, this is a zip file. I am now going to right click and I am going to extract it. So once I extract, you have a folder here called as Satvik Office. And if you double click and open it, it has the project file and all other related files over here. Now, to open it in Unreal Engine, I will come into my Epic Game Launcher and double click to launch it. And once Epic Game launch, in Unreal Engine library, now you can see my Satvik Office project available to me over here. In our previous session, we had created this my first Unreal project, and now we have the just downloaded Satvik Office here. So now I will double click to open this project. This project to open, it may take some time. You now have the project open. So depending upon your graphic card or your machine strength, it may take some time for all the textures to get applied. And this is a project, or this is our office building. If you want to see how this project is done, you can just come on the top and in this bar, you have one green color play button. Now, once I click the play button here, the lift door has opened, and if I click on this viewport area once, and if I turn the mouse, now the mouse has disappeared. If I move the mouse to the left, I will turn left. If I move it to the right, I will turn to the right. And now if you have played the games, every gamer knows that to move forward, we use the key W. To move backward, we use S. To move left, A, and right, D. So the same keys works here. So if I press W, I will come out. I will turn the mouse here and come over here, and pressing W, I will go through this area, and this is the security area. I will just come out here, and from the security area, you have the lift, you have the display here, and you can see everything you are seeing is in real time. There is no rendering. See, as I move, I have the workplaces here for different teams to work. See, there are separate workspaces for different teams here. And as I move here, you have one office printer cum scanner and some dustbin and other items, waste management, and you have one pillar, and on the right side you have one conference room here. See, you can see a conference room here. So I can just move around this conference room. See, I can come over here and I have one door open here. I can come in, and this is the conference room, and you have one projector also, screen there, and the lighting. And if I move out here, you can see some reading area like the library here. So pressing W and moving around the mouse, I will move around the scene. I can come to the right. You can even see the sun in the window. See? And if I come here, I can move out in this area, balcony area. See, I have ACs. I have one antenna here. So you can see the antenna placed here. And then I can move out. There is also an antenna placed here. See, you can see it. I will move out and coming out. I have fire extinguishers, and you have a few more work areas here like this. See, there are a few more work areas. You have the guest area, and if we move on over here, you have the cubicles for the employees. And here in between the plants, if I move in here, I have a cafeteria, you have a pizza here, you have a refrigerator here, and a coffee stand, even coffee machine. Everything is present over here. And if I move out from here, I can just walk around like this. See, there are two more sections here like this. And then if I come back here, so now we had toured our entire office, which we have totally created in Unreal. Now if I press escape, now I will come out of my play mode, and now I am in the edit mode. Okay, now once we have explored this entire office, you now got a fair idea. And how actually have we built this entire layer? It is simply by assembling various properties in our scene. Say for example, if you click here, this is a particular property whose name is Weight Sofa Polysurface 102. So if you see, this is a wall and this is the lift. So when I click on it, elevator final polysurface 70 is selected. So like this, we have assembled this entire thing by using various components. So to see these components, you come back here to content drawer. So now here, see, whatever you are seeing here, Satvik underscore office, this we call it as a map or a level. This is like one set. Say for example, you are making a cinema, you need a set of an office, you need a set of a village, you need a set of a space station. So every set that you build in cinema or every set you build in Unreal, we call it as a map, and in games we call this as levels. So now this we call it as a map, and this Satvik underscore office is one map. And to open this map, I will come into the content drawer. This content drawer is like a warehouse. It is like a place, a godown or a garage, where all the stuff needed to build your set is available here. First we are going to import, model or get all the required component into this content browser. And if you see the content browser, the structure will be, there will be one all folder. If I open this, you have content folder. In all you see the content. In content now there are two folders. One is the Satvik office folder and another is the starter content folder. So if I open Satvik office, you have audio, blueprints, map, material, then static mesh and textures. So here I am now going to open this maps. So if I double click and open the maps, you have two maps here.
see, you have the name as level. Level is nothing but map. So you have one map asset and another is Satvik underscore office, which we opened just now. Now if I select this map asset and if I double click it, it is going to ask whether you want to save this Satvik underscore office level, because you can open only one level or map at a time. So I am not going to save this. I will click don't save, and now in this map asset, if I just right click the mouse and turn around and see, you can now see this is a storeroom where you have all the components we had used in building our Satvik office. So I have all the components available here. See, I have this water tank, I have this room, I have another manager room, I have this sofa. All the things are present here in this map underscore asset. So the thing is here, when we are working on Unreal, so before you enter into the next level, I just want you to be introduced to the various sections in Unreal. This entire screen that you are seeing in Unreal consists of 6 sections. The very first section is, on the top you are seeing file, edit, window, tools, build, select, actor, help. This we call it as the menus. So you have, just like in Photoshop, Illustrator, you have the menu, you can see the menu and you have all this. I can save all the components here, edit, window, tools, build, I have all the features here. This is the first section. The second section is the viewport section. This map underscore asset level, when you double click it, it opens in the viewport section. So this is the second section. Then the third section is the outliner section. The outliner section will help you to browse and look for every component that you have used in your scene. Whatever component is used here, it will be present here. So if you move to the top here, this entire thing, you have various, you have atmospheric, skylight, or if I select any component here, it shows this is static mesh water tank. If I click and select this sofa, it shows SM sofa large LA. If I click this, it shows SM sofa guest double. So you have all this available over here. Okay, so now the thing is, this we call it as the outliner. Now below the outliner you have another panel called as the details. Say for example, I select this water tank, and as soon as I select the water tank, in details you see various parameters here. See all the parameters. In this, I will first open the transform. Transform gives you the ability to mark the position of this water tank. The first thing is location. You have XYZ values, then rotation XYZ values, and scale you have XYZ values. Say for example, if I type in rotation in Z axis, if I rotate it by 90 degree, you can see this got rotated by 90 degree. I will make this back to 0. So like this, you have general controls which have transform, static, mesh and material. You have actor control. See here in Unreal, this viewport is like a stage, and every component you have is like an actor. This is like a drama or a cinema where you have a set, and every component present in the set, we call it as an actor. And the next you have LOD, miscellaneous, physics, rendering, streaming, all means it will open all the components. So in details, you can control various parameters of your model. Say for example here, if I select this, come into general and open static mesh. In static mesh right now this is SM water tank and you have one materials here. So you have this selected as ML water tank. If I click here and give it some other material, say for example if we give it wine bottle material, see how this entire thing changed into a wine bottle. So like this, various parameter I can control it in the detail. So I will now click here and move up and change this back to my water tank. Okay, so this is the fourth panel. You have the menu panel, viewport, outliner and details. The other two panels we have is at the bottom you can see content drawer, output log and CMD. Content drawer I have already mentioned, this is like a storeroom. So you have this content here. So if I close this, right click and choose show in Explorer, now in my hard disk where these components are present will be shown here. See, now this is open in my hard disk. So right now we already know that in D Unreal project we saved this Satvik office, we unzipped this Satvik office, and inside this, inside the content folder, I have all the items present here in the content on my hard disk at this location. So this is the fifth panel, and the last panel on the right hand side you have this trace, derived data, one unsaved, means one of the component here is not saved. Okay, so I can go to file and if I click save all, now you can see all saved. So this is something like a static window. So you have all the options over here, and now these are the 6 sections that we have in Unreal Engine. Once again, I just want you to be familiarized with the navigating on the scene. See, now if I want to move around, this is a bigger screen. So if I press S, see, nothing happens, but if I left click the mouse and press S, I move back. See, if I press W, I move forward. If I press A, I move left. If I press D, I move right, and another 2 keys are there. If I press E, I will move to the top. If I press Q, I move to the bottom. So Q bottom, E to move top, A to move left, D right, W forward and S backward. Now you have to first turning the mouse like this and using this S and these keys, you have to first learn to navigate. See, I will press E and I will come up and I will press W and move around. So this navigation you just practice it so that you should be able, see, I am using, I have left click the mouse and using to move up I will press E, W, direction I turn with the mouse, I press W, and now when I am moving, say the speed of the movement, the speed at which I am moving, this you can control it by coming into the icon here called as the camera speed. So when I click on this camera speed, right now it is set to 1. There are 2 options here. One is camera speed and another is camera speed scalar, which is set to 1. Now if I move it to left and if I make it 0.033, and now if I come here left click and press W, you can see I am moving very slow. If I press E, I am moving slow, and as I am moving, now what I will do is I will right click and I am moving, and if I roll the mouse, see, as I roll the mouse up, my speed increases. As I roll the mouse down, my speed decreases. So I will right click the mouse, press D, and as I am moving, I want to move forward. As I have clicked right mouse, I am going to now rotate the mouse forward, and as I rotate it, you can see the speed is increasing. As I press A now and move it left, and as I rotate the mouse backward, the speed is decreasing. So now the very first thing you have to practice now is how to navigate in the scene. So how can I move to this sofa, this sofa? I will now press E to move up and A to move to the left, and I have right clicked the mouse and I am moving, and when I am moving right, I want to slow down, I will roll the mouse back, middle mouse back. See, it became slow, it is rolling very slowly now. See, if I roll the mouse forward, say it moves fast. So now what I want you to do in the first assignment is you just move around the scene like this. And one more thing I want to specify here very clearly is, say for example, I will increase the speed maximum and you have moved out and you have gone away somewhere here, you are lost. Now I want to come back to my scene. Say for example, I want to come back to my water tank. Now I can select the water tank and double click it. I will come it here, or say for example, I select water cooler here, bring the mouse here and press F on your keyboard. So if I press F, see, I came to the water cooler. So if I select wall table and press F, I will come to the wall table. Or if I double click on this SM Wi-Fi modem, I will come to the modem. So like this, I can move to a specific object by double clicking on it. So in this session, before I conclude, what I want you to do is, I want you to take some locations of this scene. Say for example, I will just press D, right mouse. So I will just press right click and press A, and I will roll the mouse back to slow it down. With right mouse pressed, if I roll the mouse, the speed is decreasing. Say I will come and somehow I have to navigate. Say I will move to the back now. I will press Q and come down. I will rotate the mouse, press Q and come down, yes, and move back, D and move like this. I will turn around like this, and I will take this printer, and taking that printer now, you have 3 dots here. I will click on these 3 dots, and you have one facility here, high resolution screenshot. So just click on this, keep everything default as it is, and click on capture. So when you click on capture, automatically, see in this folder, if I click here in Satvik Office, it now creates a folder called save, and in this save, in screenshots in Windows Editor, now you have a high resolution image of this printer. Now what I want you to do as an assignment is, select any of the 6 components here, then you navigate, press right click, navigate and move around, and press W and move forward like this, and then press E and move up and turn the mouse and take this entire view like this. Now again go here and choose high resolution screenshot and click capture. So now this is another scene that I have captured. I will now right click the mouse and move up, and I am going to now move here, and next thing is I will come to this cubicle. So as I am pressing W, I will roll the mouse forward to move fast. I will press D and move to left, W, D, then S and move back, and I am going to select these 3 dots here, choose high resolution screenshot, and I am going to take a screenshot. So, like this I have taken 3 screenshots here. So, similar to this I want you to take some 6 screenshots, upload it and share this as an assignment. I am going to conclude this first session of hour 3 of day 1, and in our next session we are going to learn about how we can transform the object like move, rotate and scale. This we are going to discuss it in our next session. Thank you.